Imagine waking up in a quiet apartment in Brooklyn or a sun-filled house in Chicago. The sun is just peeking through the blinds. For a split second, everything is still. That tiny moment of silence is where your English journey actually begins. Hey everyone, welcome back to Englusi. Today, we aren't looking at textbooks, we're looking at your life. Because if you stay with me until the end, you'll see how your morning coffee is the secret to sounding like a local. Describe your life. That's how you learn English. Most people think great English requires debating complex philosophy. The truth is much more grounded. Real life happens in the kitchen and on the subway. It happens in those quiet moments before bed. Your day is the most authentic story you own. You don't have to search for words because you lived the experience. When you say, "I scrambled to find my keys," you aren't just practicing grammar, you are sharing a piece of your soul. This is where we stop translating and start feeling the language. Let's step into the shoes of Alex. He lives a fast-paced life, and his alarm is screaming at 6:45 a.m. But remember, you don't have to be Alex. This can be you. Alex hits the snooze button and groans. We've all been there. That half-awake feeling is the perfect time to start narrating. Try saying, "I'm staring at the ceiling. I'm thinking about my emails." By using descriptive feelings, you build a bridge between your mind and your mouth. You become a storyteller. As Alex drags himself out of bed, the floor feels cold. He walks to the bathroom. Here's a tip. Describe the sensations. Don't just say, "I wash my face." Instead, try, "The cold water hits my skin. My brain fog starts to lift." This is how English sounds in real life, vibrant and direct. He brushes his teeth and looks in the mirror. This mundane ritual is a goldmine for vocabulary. You have the sink, the faucet, and the minty toothpaste. Just notice these small details. In the kitchen, the scent of coffee fills the air. For Alex, this is a ritual. He hears the hiss of the machine and the clink of his favorite mug. Whether you eat cereal or flip pancakes, these are your building blocks. When a coworker asks about your morning, don't give a robotic answer. Try saying, "I had the best omelet today," or "I was so rushed I almost forgot my lunch." If this helps you, stay with me until the end. Now let's look at the afternoon. This is where energy usually dips. For Alex, it's a blur of notifications and Zoom calls. But even in the chaos, there's a story. The clock hits 2 p.m. and his eyes feel heavy. He needs a change of scenery. This is the afternoon slump. He might grab a sandwich at a local deli. The sirens in the distance and the wind picking up are important details. They make you sound natural. You aren't just walking, you're navigating the sidewalk. Describe your life. That's how you learn English. Pause for a second. What are you doing right now? Look around. Describe it in your head. Are you sitting in a chair? Is the room bright? If you're practicing, the afternoon is your playground. Look at the people around you. Narrate their lives. That woman in the red coat is in a hurry. The barista was very cheerful today. By projecting English onto the world, you remove the pressure from yourself. You become an observer. Alex sits on a park bench for 10 minutes. He watches a squirrel chase a nut. It sounds simple, but this is how you master adjectives. You don't need a workbook for this. As the sun sets, it casts long orange shadows. The workday ends, and the evening transition begins. This is the time to decompress. Alex stops at the grocery store for pasta. Think about the language of the aisles and the checkout counter. "Did you find everything okay?" the cashier asks. "Yeah, just grabbing some things for dinner." This is real-world communication. It's about being present, not being perfect. Back at home, the evening is about slowing down. Alex takes off his shoes. That feeling of relief is universal. He puts on lo-fi music and dims the lights. Dinner is a reward. "I'm sautéing some garlic. The kitchen smells incredible." Describing the process of cooking helps you learn action verbs. Even with a frozen pizza, you can describe the texture. The crust is crunchy. The cheese is melted. After dinner, there's a quiet hour. This is the time for reflection. Alex might scroll through his phone, but then he pauses. He writes 3 lines in a notebook, not a novel, just 3 lines. Today was busy. The coffee was great. I'm ready for tomorrow. This habit is a secret weapon. It forces your brain to organize your day using your new language. It's okay if you make mistakes. The goal is to keep the flow going. The night ends with the wind down. Alex brushes his teeth and reads a few pages of a book. He sets his alarm. As the light goes out, the cycle completes. Because he narrated his life, his brain is now wired to think in English. He isn't just studying anymore, he's living. This is the shift I want for you. Stop seeing English as a school subject. Start seeing it as the soundtrack to your life. Every single one of you has a story worth telling. Your day might seem boring, but it's a window into your world. When you tell a friend, "I watched the rain against the window," you create a real connection. Don't wait for a special occasion to speak. Don't wait until your grammar is perfect. Start today, with the morning light, the taste of your breakfast, and the peace of your bed. Fluency is a muscle. You build it by lifting the small weights of daily conversation. One sentence today leads to a whole story next week. Before you know it, you're talking without thinking about the rules. You're just being you, but in a second language, and there's nothing more powerful than that. Your story matters. Speak it. As we wrap up, look around your room. What do you see? Try to describe it in 3 words. Is it quiet, cozy and warm, or bright, messy and energetic? That's your starting point. Take that energy into tomorrow. Wake up, take a breath, and start your narration. I'm so proud of your progress. You've got this. Describe your life. That's how you learn English. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, go out there and live your story.